Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to the next episode review for Reincarnated as a Sword, episode 5. And I gotta say, I've been thoroughly enjoying this. I've been saying all the animes I'm watching, it's like 10 out of 10, well, especially with Spy Family and Chainsaw Man, though, but this is, I've been really enjoying this show. It's been following up there, and Reincarnated as a Sword, especially with this episode, which I did not, a moment where I did not expect to happen like that, which I was like, when I saw this moment, I was like, what? Literally. But, picking up after the last episode left off, Fran, it goes charging in right into the dungeon cave, and here she's taking all these other goblins, leaving some for the rest of the fighters behind, so they can take them out though. But they're killing ones that has like crystals, so they can keep them stock, and then storing those other bodies, into their inventory, or whatever, where they can get rewards for later, right? And until they reach the point where they find the Goblin King and Queen, which they're supposed to get, right? And, funny how teacher is like, oh, I'll create I'll fire some fire magic as a distraction while you take out the King and Queen, right? And he fires his fire magic like a rain of fire, and then it accidentally just takes all of them out, including all the little ones, and then the King and Queen accidentally along with it. I think Fred has a funny moment where it's like, "Oh, teacher, why'd you do that? I wanted to do it." So that was a very funny moment here, and after all, Fran, she is still a child, she's like 12 years old, and she is still a kid though, so. Her acting have those little childish moments, her act, it's just really still funny though. But the thing is, she has really gotten stronger over the past 5 episodes. Then she's been really strong, and she really has become. Well, she is still a child though, but along the way she has become mature, but still acting childish though at the same time though. But it's like, oh, watch that! I want to take him out. You stole my glory, wherever she said so. But then they move on, and they get to this another piece of section of the dungeon where they find these giant dark ladybugs, and then moving on to the last part of it where she confronts this big, huge demon, this big, huge demon. What she thought what she thought was the dungeon master, the one the ones they're after, but actually it's called a greater demon. So the one that I actually want is the one he's working for is called a rare goblin, which has much lower stats than the greater demon does. Which the stats of the greater demon has so much high in ranking, and is how he's extremely strong, and while the other one has the rare goblin is very much lower stats though, right? And to see that, and the episode, Fran is fighting this demon. I also call it for short that. It's been really action packed, and once again with the animation, it goes with the action. The action is pretty well done as well with the animation, and comes to the point where Fran tries to get in a cut or two, whatever. It's not doing anything, or some magic is not doing anything, until we're at the point where the more word has made me go, maybe almost like this. So I was like, what? Is the more I did not see coming, is that where all of a sudden the demon, just really quick like that, just goes and cuts both of Fran's arms, both her hands off, and it's she's not crying out in pain or anything. I think it's just because she's too shocked, to see the moment where seeing her hands are cut off. I think she's just too shocked to scream out in pain, And thanks to teachers, thanks to his quick healing ability, I think the demon would have killed Fran though if it wasn't for his quick healing factors. And he's asking if she's alright though. He's like, well, I can feel my hands a little bit, Of course, well, I understand it because that's understandable because she just got her hands back. She just healed her hands, so it's gonna take a minute for her to start to gain that feeling again. But I did not expect it. That was one thing. Seeing her hands getting caught was so unexpected. All of a sudden, I was like, "What?" Like that. But and this has been really a really fun-filled, action-packed battle, you know. And back with those fighters, we just see them going through the cave, killing whatever that Fran left for them, and then stopping at the big doors where she was at, you know. And then just it was just been really, really fun. I know this will be much more short because most of this episode has been focusing on this big battle between Fran and the greater demon, you know. So, but it was, like I said, it was a very fun, action-packed episode, you know. But it shows that, you know, with seeing how, like, all of a sudden she get her hands cut off, you know, and there will be some signs. There will be signs that, you know, after this, Fran will have some, you know, experience. I know she wants to be strong. She never wants to back down, and wants to evolve though. But there's gonna be moments though that she will have to experience, you know, defeatness once in a while, you know, because no one's perfect, you know. You can't be just being going on and on though, because even the teacher, the sword, says, you know, like how he said previously, kids, don't go overexerting yourself, don't go pushing yourself too hard, you know. But no, but for Fran, she is headstrong, you know. So she really was so determined to not surrender or retreat or accept defeat no matter what. Though she still wants to continue pushing herself to continue to be the strongest of all, you know. There's gonna be a couple of times where she's gonna be humbled humble about this, and I would say she's gotta have PTSD because the shock of it is where she just lost both her hands. That's gonna be a remembrance. She's gonna remember that for a while, you know, because just against a powerful opponent is basically almost as strong as her. This also just cut both her hands off, you know, and she would have been killed if it wasn't for her teacher to have the healing magic, you know. And listen, because know how teacher is going to protect her, because like I said, he's been basically a father figure. Like I said, he's been a father figure to Fran. Not only just a mentor, like I said, not a teacher, a mentor, but just a father, is also a father figure as well, you know. Because also one funny moment I have to mention that if we defeat this whole entire dungeon, right, I'll have you taste one of my favorite dishes, and that is called curry. And Fran's like, I have no idea what it is, but I want it. I want the. And so she's determined to win against this guy because he wants to taste his curry. So he's going to be having tasting another dish for that he learned he had from his world. First it was the fried chicken, and now it's the curry now. So that's another thing. Now she wants to win because now she wants to taste that curry now. But the thing is though, it's not easy because she got her hands cut off, and then she's just being beaten down by this guy, you know. But this episode has been not only been funny, but it's also been very action packed. So I think this is also bit. I want to say this is because this is her most toughest battle yet until when the next episode, maybe time whether she will defeat this guy though. But this is showing that, you know, that this is her toughest fight yet though. So by far, and. So you can see it go from here though, but episode 5 of Reincarnated has been really I won't say the best one I've seen yet, because like I said, I didn't expect to see that her losing her hands so much and just being having her such a tough opponent to basically outbeat her, you know. So yeah, but because this series has been really fun. I've been enjoying this, especially for an isekai series, you know, that I've seen. Probably has been probably one of the better ones I've seen, you know. I know I've seen like I said, like the ones that came out early, the one I've seen earlier, like Harem in the Labyrinth, Another World, and there's Soul of Spider, So What, and then I'll definitely say I like this a lot better than in another world with my smartphone, which I wasn't really a big fan of though. But honestly, I like this. I like this one reincarnated as a sword better than in another world with my smartphone. Although that's getting a second season, so yeah, I guess a lot of people like that series. It's good enough to get a second season. So, but that's just me though. But episode 5, Reincarnated as a Sword, definitely another thumbs up for this one. Can't wait to see the next one. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next movie review and the next episode for Spy Family. That's next also too. So, but yeah, but thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.